Alright guys, welcome back. I wanted to talk to you about my post from a while ago about World Arena, my new units for Season 2, the units I built specifically for Season 2, and how they performed in Season 2. Overall, Season 2, let's go there. I finished rank 1225. I only played 227 matches and went 137 and 90, a victory rate of 60%, and I had to kind of sit on G1 rating. I only played 4 matches the last month. I wonder if that even shows that. Let's see. What are these? I think that's, I don't know what that is. But, yeah, so I had to only play 1 match a week because I was busy. There was a lot of things going on. So I didn't have the ability to push beyond G1, but that's okay because I didn't really want another skin. My homunculus has been blue since day 1, and it's going to be blue forever because it's my best farmer by far, by like 75% better than my next best farmer, and it does fire rifts for me, so he's going to be blue forever, so he's just going to keep the skin. But the units I tried out, I want to give you my explanation of how they perform for me over the course of the season, so we'll just go through them in order. My Praha on the crit rate built, 240 speed, about 30k HP, 1300 defense, speed, crit rate, HP. She did great. She was probably the one I was most pleased with out of all the new units I tested, and I would keep this build for her in the future. I don't know if, I'd probably tweak it a little bit for next season, but I was very, very pleased with Praha. I can't use her every match, but if I need double buff removal, I have to bring her. She's one of my best, and she gives me that sustain. She's taking a lot of turns. She's stunning off her first skill, so that was a successful. I really like that crit rate on slot 4. Tayor, here's my Tayor. He is 225 speed, what, 20, like over 2000 attack by a lot. 100% crit, 177% crit damage, speed, crit damage, attack. I liked this build, but it was very situational. It was for YOLO teams. If I had to nuke down something fire, a Raccoony or a Reset Perna, something like that, he wasn't used all the time. But luckily, he's built for Guild Wars, he's built for Giants, Dragons, so he has a lot of uses. So I liked him as well. Just very, very situational DPS. Alright, Vanessa is slightly changed from the build I built her with a few months ago, but still very fast, speed, crit damage, attack. Didn't really use her much at all. The speed lead is great, the other skills aren't. I didn't skill her up, so maybe she gets better with skill ups, but she just didn't bring enough to the table for RTA. Just didn't bring enough. So I'm not going to make her a priority for Season 3. Ethna, I tried a couple different builds. This is speed, HP, defense, not even max there. Fast, not blindingly fast, but pretty fast. Again, not skilled up, so I'm probably not getting the full experience there, but I wasn't super impressed with her either. I felt like when I brought her, I would get countered by double immunity, and, you know, there's only so many slots, and she can buff remove one thing, but I see a lot of people still using her, so I'm going to give her another chance when I have the Devilmon to put into her, but was not Season 2. Alright, Arya, is she in here? She might be in storage. I tried Arya a little bit, but I don't feel like I committed enough runes to her to make her good, and I could never, oh there she is, I never really ended up picking her with other choices, so she got de-runed a little bit. And then Leebly, I tried on a Despair build, which didn't really work, a tanky Despair build. Again, I was just using a slot for him, and they would use immunity, and I couldn't ever get anything across, which makes sense. If they see a bomber, they're going to use immunity, but now he's back to my AO build, and I think I'm actually going to be able to get him hitting a little harder next rune removal, so that'll be nice. So out of the 6 new units I tried, I really liked one, the Praha, and the Tayor was good, but not fantastic. So, you know, that's what you do, you try new things. Units that are really falling off for me, I don't really use the Theo much in RTA anymore. The Bastet I used a lot, but she's de-runed right now. I still really like Bastet. Tessa, I need to commit more runes and Devilmon. I like the double revenge build, but it seems like in instances when you need it, it doesn't come through, which is a bummer. Sekhmet, I find myself using less and less, so I'm probably going to decommit from her a little bit. This guy, Fire Monkey, I've been really impressed with. He's just unbroken, but in the instances you need him, he really shines. And this is, I feel like I got as much stats into him as I could. So I'm really, really impressed with him. If I could switch him to even just a 1 Nemesis set or 1 Will set or something, give him a little more pop. Violent would be great, but I just don't have the runes for it. So I was really impressed with him this season. The one I'm going to really focus on next season is Charlotte, and I'll go through why. So she has crowd control on all 3 skills, which is fantastic. And she has violent, even though you don't have to ruin her violent. So her first skill is a sleep, which is great, and it procs violent. The second skill is a stun, just as good as Vero's once I skill it up. She needs a few more doubles. And then her third skill got increased to a 90% bar reduction, which I really like, and it comes with glancing. So bar reduction and glancing. This is a stun and a slow, which is really, really good. And then the sleep violent. So my plan on her next season is Despair Will over 240 speed, something like that. So really, really fast, but I don't have to take first turn. My main focus next season is not relying so much on taking first turn. So I want full teams of Will units ready to go. And yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes, because I feel like I'm committing so much to first turn that I get counterpicked into people that are more than happy to take second turn. And I've wasted a couple slots taking that first turn, and it puts me behind. So I want to have the flexibility of first turn would be nice, but I don't have to have it. So that's my goal for next season. The other unit I want to try is Jean, just because she's such a great tank, and she has this, it looks like the CC ability of a Hathor, kind of. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. It's 2 turns of turn denial for the entire enemy team. That's good, and they're going to be hitting into her, which is fine. You can hit any of the units while they're provoked. I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. This is situational, but again, you know, it has to be manual played, which is what RTA is all about. So that'll be on a 3-turn cooldown, full cleanse, and invincible. I don't see needing to, you know, chain her with anything like a Katarina, but I do think the invincible could come in situationally handy. And this isn't great. The stun is nice, but just a little bit of sustain. So maybe if I put her with Perna and Rakuni, I've got a lot of passive sustain. She's on Vampire right now, triple HP. My goal is to put her on triple Revenge, I think, just so I'm getting a lot of stuns and heals countering. That stun will be, what's a 15? So 30%. So less than Leica, but if they're hitting into her, which I don't know why they would other than provoke, but it's good. The provoke is there. So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to bring in her and Charlotte this season and see what I can do. I'm going to make sure to rune up Triton again. He is not ruined currently. And Praha. So I'm planning on bringing Triton, Praha, Jean, and Charlotte, and probably Okeanos, and use Charlotte, Okeanos, Jean as my CC. And we'll see how it goes. So that's my plan for Season 3. I'm going to do some testing. Jean may fall out right away. I don't know how she's going to perform, especially since she's not skilled up. But the skill set looks good, and she's going to be, you know, a nice tanky control unit, which you can't have too many of those. Just got to make sure I get the defense on her. But her defense at max level is really good. So we will see how she does. I'll show my placement matches when the season starts again, and we will see how they perform. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch y'all later. Take care.